Hi everyone, welcome to Maddie's Music Minute. I'm of course Maddie and I'll be your host today. If you've ever met me, then you know that I really like music. Like a lot. It's basically my only personality trait. Naturally, that means that I'm a very big fan of Spotify Wrapped. It's basically Christmas for me. Anyone unfamiliar, Spotify Wrapped is a marketing campaign hosted by the music streaming service Spotify. In early December, Spotify releases a compilation of different analytics pertaining to your personal activity on the app that year. They tell you things like most streamed genres, songs, and my personal favorite, your most streamed artist of the year. As someone who greatly enjoys just about everything having to do with music, I absolutely love seeing all the songs and artists that I was obsessed with that year. I also really like seeing everyone else's musical habits. I think music shows a lot about a person, and I think it's a pretty neat thing to see. Since I am a very avid fan of Spotify Wrapped, I thought it would be fun to expose my 2021 Wrapped. I spent 50,978 minutes listening to music this year, which is more than 92% of other listeners in the US. And I listened to 587 different artists, so there's a lot to unpack. Please get ready to make fun of my very weird music taste and maybe find a new song or artist from the mess that is my 2021 Spotify Wrapped. Starting off, we have my 2021, the movie soundtrack. Spotify typically does these sort of fun games or unique pop culture references using your favorite songs of that year. This year's theme was a custom-made movie soundtrack. The opening credits of my movie was Mr. Rattlebone by Matt Mason. I loved this one because I literally have a whole movie scene planned out in my head with this song, so it felt very appropriate. The next song was Industry Baby by Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow for the dance-off, which I very much agree with because that song is very fun to dance to. Lastly, the big kiss was Till Forever Falls Apart by Ash and Phineas. As much as I love this song, I see it more as a platonic love song than a romantic one, so I'm gonna have to give it a no for the kiss scene. Alright, we're getting to the first big reveal of this video, my top song of the year. I know you're just dying to see it, so I won't leave you hanging. My top song of 2021, according to Spotify, is Better in the Morning by Bird Talker. My total streams are 139, which I'm very proud of. I was a bit surprised by this song because I felt like I listened to a couple other songs more, but I'm not disappointed. It's very good. My second top song of the year was Life in the City by the Lumineers. I'm obsessed with this song, and I really thought it was going to be a big contender for number one, but I'm still glad that it's second. My third song of the year was Mr. Rattlebone by Matt Mason. I've already talked about it, you know my obsession, so no need to dwell on it. My fourth song of the year was Dinner and Diatribes by Hozier, and my fifth song of the year was Nobody by Hozier. Lots of Hozier in this playlist. Alright, moving on, according to Spotify, I listened to 58 different genres this year, which I didn't even think there was more than 5 that existed, but here we are. My top genre of the year was modern rock. My second was indie pop. My third was stomp and holler, which was very shocking. My fourth was classic rock, and my fifth was emo. A nod to my middle school years. Alright everyone, the big reveal, the moment you've all been waiting for, my top artist of the year. With nearly 4,955 minutes, and my achievement of being in the top 0.05% of listeners, my top artist of 2021 was Hozier. This was not at all shocking to anybody who knows me and has followed me on Instagram and sees me post a Hozier song at least once a week. I am very obsessed. His music is very beautiful, love feeling like I'm in a forest, and I'm very happy that he was my top artist of 2021. My second top artist of the year was the Lumineers. Seems like they're always coming in second for me, but I'm still very glad they're on there. One of my very favorite bands of all time. They made one of my favorite albums, 3, and I'm just very happy that they were included in my 2021 Spotify Wrapped. My third top artist was AJR. This is not very shocking to anybody who knows me. I've got AJR stuff all around my room, post about them a lot, very obsessed with them. It's a little embarrassing since they were a middle school phase that kind of turned into a comfort thing, but I'll always love them very much, so I'm glad they're included in my Spotify Wrapped this year. My fourth top artist was Matt Mason, which was a little shocking because this was the first year I've ever listened to his music. I've heard a couple songs that were on the radio and stuff, but I never sat down and listened to his albums until this year. I love his work, very impressed by all the stuff he does, and his music really resonates with me. So, once again glad that he was on here. My fifth top artist was Wolfie's Just Fine. I'm not surprised at this at all. I really, really like his music, and I listened to all of it on repeat for like half the year, so I honestly thought it was going to be higher. All of his songs are just so cool, and his music videos tell such interesting stories, especially A New Beginning. It's one of my favorite music videos of all time. I very much recommend. So I'm very glad that he was my fifth artist on Spotify Wrapped for this year. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my 2021 Spotify Wrapped. Hope to see you next time.